The clock strikes 12, I step into the haze. Whispers call me from 1,000 graves. Shadows dance in corners out of sight. I chase the unknown deep into the night. I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown. The flicker, a chill, a shadowed hand. The unseen lingers where I stand. Through creaking doors and empty halls, I hear the echoes of forgotten calls. I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown. And the unknown. Eyes that watch from a place unreal, a touch so cold it makes you feel they're near but hidden, veiled in shade. I walk with ghosts I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Campfire Chats with Eric and Guest. I'm your host, E.D. Testerman. I do apologize for the 3-week hiatus. I have had a lot going on here. A lot going on. But we're back. We're going. Hopefully you guys have got some encounters you want to share. I can't wait to hear about them. As always, Campfire Chats is a safe place for you to share your encounters. If you want to come on live, you let me know. I'll send you the link. We'll come on live and talk about it. If you just want to talk about it in the chat, we'll talk about it in the chat. Either way, we want to hear your encounters. Oh, thank you, Main House. I am going to test something now that I got Starlink, see if this messes this up. I miss being able to pop these up on here, so I don't know if it's the platform or my internet. Now that I got Starlink, you guys let me know how my live is going. Hey, Isabel. Hey, Tanya. Let me know how my live is going. Hopefully this doesn't mess with my... Hey, so far it's working great. They're doing good. They're up my behind. I moved to the brand. Yeah, man. I've got I'm kicking around finding a new platform to go live from. Loud and clear, thank you, Auntie. According on this side here, it shows me in way better than what it ever has. And part of it's going to be my computer. I mean, my computer's out of date. It won't accept the new Windows update. It's a pain in the butt. I've got to figure out a way around that. But this seems from this morning's live with Brother William. Um, no, because if I go, hold on one second, I just lost it. If I go to them, I can't stream to multiple other platforms, Isabel. So I've got to find a platform. I want to be able to go live on TikTok, Rumble, and YouTube and Facebook at the same time, but I've not found a hey Jonaside platform that I can do that yet. Oh no, Joanne, you lost your glasses. Oh, but you know it is it's what it's it is what it is. I'm having issues with this. I'm on Talk Studio. StreamYard was not working good for me. Hey, Tanya. So I went to Talk Studio, and now I'm having issues with Talk Studio. Yeah, I don't have that option, but I will figure something out. You may need a second phone or something to record all the same time. That's what Bunny does. Yeah, I'll figure it out, man. I'm a one man shop, and I'm not very technologically inclined. My extent of technology, it works great with a 12 gauge. I'm self taught and I'm learning, but just kind of a little bit of what's going on. Of course, about 3 weeks ago, I had that embarrassing moment. Got out of that, and then bam, I was sicker than a dog. And then got to feeling better. I'd gotten that promotion, started that new position at work. Mind you, one of my cameras is from an Xbox Connect. Oh yeah, I think I have one of those, Isabel. Got that promotion. Been doing that job for about 2 weeks, and then the snow comes in. I've been pushing snow since last Saturday. So I apologize, Salute Dwarf. I didn't see you come in. So I've been kind of it's been a hectic 3 weeks. Hey Justin, so I apologize, but hey, I'm back. Back with a vengeance. So has anybody got any encounters that they want to share? Hey brother Da, how you doing? Walmart sells a few cheap prepaid phones that will work on Wi-Fi, so don't have to get a plan. Oh, I'll have to look at some of that. I need to. I'll be looking for a new platform. I've kicked around going back to StreamYard. I haven't decided yet because it seems to be better than what it was when I was last on it. But I don't know yet. I've kicked that around. But for now, we're going to stay on Talk Studio until I can find something better. So a little bit of what's been going on around here as I'm waiting to hear some encounters from you guys. There has been a lot of feline type hominid creatures running around my area. I've had a lot of weird stuff going on here, a lot of new stuff coming on. And I used to work in tech, started it in the 90s. I'm having trouble finding anything reliable for multi-stream. Yeah, it's bad, Isabel. It's bad. Oh, I thought somebody said Dwarf was in here. That may be why I didn't see him. Yep, cat people. Yep. So, we've talked about this. No kidding. See, they're getting that in South Carolina too. So I've had 2 reports of people not far from me. One of the reports seems very feline-ish. The other one, I'm not 100% sure on. But between the weird stuff I've had going on out here, the visualization that DA and Steve had with the feline creature here on my property. Nope, it's not an Ozark Howler. Although I've had reports of Ozark howlers around here, Isabel, this is very, very feline-ish. Very feline-ish. In fact, that's what DA and Steve, if I'm wrong, DA, correct me. Yeah, I see. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it was right down the road from me. So I mean, I've had these. I was talking about a couple of weeks ago. She said it doesn't look like a lion or a big cat head. It's a HZ car head. What's HZ car head, Auntie? Um, and you're probably seeing the old chat. Everyone was in a while back, and it came up when I first. Oh, I only seen you when I got in here. Oh, cat. Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. DA said we saw a large feline, completely black. It was on all fours, and its back was about even with the top of the hood of the Steve's car. Oh, wow. So when I was talking about, I was hearing these very loud, kind of like a female. It's hard to explain. Almost like a deep guttural, you know, yell, cry. Almost. I mean, it's. I don't know. I can't explain it very good. All right, Nancy. Um, I remember a movie from the 80s about a cat people. The visuals were so real looking. Um, I don't know if I know that one. Yes. Yes, Roxanne. So I heard two of those south of me, and they were attacking the coyotes. And to the north of me sounded like another four of them. This was a new noise, something new in the area. And then I started getting those reports of those types of feline creatures around here. When DA and Steve came up to look at me when I disappeared on my little embarrassing moment, um, they saw a feline creature here as well. So that got me to thinking. I was like, okay, this is too much of a quinky dink of what's going on around here. So there's got to be something up to it. So there's too many reports, too many coincidences go around for me to say it's not here. I'm still waiting. The first person to report this type of creature, sadly, he had a death in the family, so he had to go to Maine. And I was wrong. I thought he was a forensics guy. He wasn't forensics. He was an anthropology. Yes, I remember that on the live he did on the way back. Yeah. My cats chirp and yowl and seem to communicate. Oh, yeah, they do. I tell you what, with Baby coming back out of nowhere, her and Aurora have not lost a step on there. They've never liked each other, and they're right back to at each other's butts. It's funny, pain in the butt, but funny. So there's got to be something to it, but I'm hoping to hear back from this guy. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking about, DA. I've not got an email back from the other gentleman that had that print that we are pretty convinced is a handprint, partial handprint. I'm waiting to hear back from him. I've emailed him. I've been kind of slow at it because I've been working 12-hour days, pushing snow since Saturday. So it's nice to have a weekend off. I did have Thursday off, but I slept most of that because I was so tired. And then I hooked up my Starlink that day as well. But I have emailed him again, reaching back out, let him know that things are slowing down, and asked him if there's anything else that happened. I've not heard back from him. So hopefully I hear back from him soon. And then that original reporting party, once he's back, I'm hoping to get outside of there. But I was misunderstood. I thought he was a forensics guy. He wasn't a forensics guy. He was an anthropologist, and he's got some interesting stuff that he wants to show me when I get a chance to go to the house. Some things that pretty much confirm a lot of stuff we talked about, but I don't know if I can share it, and I'm not going to share it because I don't have permission to share it. And when I get to see it, I don't know if I'm going to be allowed to share it as well because I got to protect my clients' integrity. I don't want nothing to happen to them. So let's just say there's going to be it's going to be an interesting thing, but the original reporting party wants me to come out because he wants to figure out what's going on. Does not want anything happen or me to do anything with this creature because it's not done anything harmful to him. So I've got to respect that. Satellites have a line of sight problem and don't like the weather, but I know in the mountains you have a limited option and might be better option depending. And that's what I got. I have satellite internet because that's all I can use. I literally live out in the middle of nowhere, and you can ask DA. DA's been here a couple times. I live out in the middle of nowhere. I don't get the luxury of fiber. I have to do satellite. That's why I got the Starlink. Speaking of which, DA, I didn't get a chance to message you. I have mobile Starlink now, too. I have mobile Starlink. It came in last night. So we got some options to be able to maybe, if I can get a camera crew together, to be able to do lives when I'm out on investigations as well. Do you all think things walk beside us undercover because humans put them in cages to study, and we sometimes see them in the woods because they feel safe? I believe that's a good possibility, Maine. Definitely. Yeah. Hey, Urso. Yeah, that's no joke. So DA, Starlink now I paid $21 some change to start out with Starlink. Once I got the equipment in hooked up, it cost me another $120, and I have Starlink now. So it's a lot cheaper. They have more options now. So that's something you may want, but you got fiber too. But it'd be something to look into. I've had some strange encounters in town, but it was at twilight. Twilight in towns have a lot of stuff going on. I mean, you'd be surprised how many reports I hear of cryptids and paranormal and supernatural that happen in the middle of town that people just don't know. You're a lot smoother too, and no glitches and freezing good, Urso. Thank you for letting me know. I've even commented on it and can't find it in my history. Oh, wow. They must have took that down. It does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's oh, you have 2 gig fiber? Yeah. Yes, I really want to be able to start going live when I'm in the field. My biggest hurdle, one of the hurdles I took care of, I've got the Starlink now. I've got to get my truck going so I can pull my pop-up camper. I would love to get my hands on a Sprinter van and turn that into a mobile investigation vehicle. If I can get my hands on a Sprinter van, Eric, the live's even more vivid. And see, I was thinking that too. I'm looking at my screen on here. It shows like so much better. Hey, Mondisha, how's it going? But if I can get my hands on a Sprinter van, I'm actually going to turn that into a mobile investigation unit because I can hook a little generator up to it. I can mount my Starlink on top of it. I can mount my cameras on it. So that is something in the future that I want to get, but I need to get like a camera crew and stuff like that because it's hard to go live and do a live when I'm actually trying to investigate too. Good. I'll holler at you later, but yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Yes. Yeah, I want a mystery van. Yeah. It's going to be a more modern mystery van. But yes, actually, that's the idea. Kickstart that. You'll need to do a build. So that's the good thing about a Sprinter van, Isabel. A Sprinter van, I won't have to do as much of a build on it as I would a regular van because that's pretty much they're set up that way. And a Sprinter van, you can stand up and walk around. That's the same issue we run into, Eric, and it's a though the film and investigate. Yes, I really need to get a team. I really need to get a team together. No, I have not, Auntie. I have not. My uncle's got a Sprinter van, and I'm kicking around talking to him, see if he wants to get rid of it. It's hard for my uncle to get rid of stuff, but if I can talk him out of it, hey, Kyle, they'll get stuck on flat ground. Oh, wow. I've thought about that Ryoko Pro, but after like 6 months, it goes to a $45 a month. Money's not too tight. Oh, yeah. Hey, Poncho. I mean, what I really want, I can't legally, I can buy it, but legally I can't drive it. And I'll be honest with you, I would love to have a striker. If I can get a striker and turn that into an investigative vehicle, we're protected because it's basically a six-wheeled tank is what a striker is. But legally, I can't drive it on the highway. So, but I would really love to have a striker. That way, if I can go into the area that's hairy, you can lock up inside and be protected. Yeah, cargo. Yeah, well, no, a cargo helmet wouldn't work, DA. But if you can get a striker, you can stand up and walk in the striker and all that stuff. You guys know? Does anybody know what a striker is? Man, man, I'd love to be on that team. I was a boom mic operator. Heck yeah, man. What sucks is you're so far away. MRAP. Yep. So let me find an image of a striker here. MRAP is another name for it. Yes, APC. That's another name. Yeah. Bad thing is legally, I cannot get it legalized to drive on the road. But it'd be nice to have that kind of a vehicle. But MRAP is another name for it, absolutely. We just called them strikers because you can go in and strike and get out. Let me do a share screen here. Like I said, it's a freaking, well, 8 wheels, a tank with 8 wheels. You imagine going into a place with something like that. MRAP is the concept, which was a striker the concept for the MRAP, or was the MRAP the concept of the striker? I can't remember. But anyways, something like that. You get into a hairy place, you're not going to be able to, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Yeah. I can't remember if the striker came out first or the MRAP came out first. I can't remember. They are. That's why I said I can legally I can't do it. But if you get it like a Sprinter van, I'd have to beef up the suspension a little bit, kind of raise it up. Yeah, that's another issue too, Isabel. But I can put a little bit of a lift on a Sprinter van and beef up the suspension. It'll take a little bit of money. Right. Okay, yeah, I can't remember. I was thinking the strike. I think the striker came out before the MRAP did. If memory, yeah, the yeah. But I think the striker came out first, which gave birth to the MRAP, the APC, and stuff like that. Get a 4x8 load of wood on that porch and covered generator right. Oh man, yeah. But yeah, in all honesty, for about $300, I can lift the suspension on it, put a better set of tires, and beef the frame on it. But they're set up where you can hook up your computers. You can mount the screens on the side of the Sprinter, and then have everything else there too. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that was right, Poncho. I just couldn't remember off the top of my head. It's been a little while. Uh, but the problem is with those type of vehicles, if we're in a place with some violent tendencies, there's not a whole lot of protection from in a Sprinter van. So I mean, but in order to get what we need, you can't legally drive it. Yeah, no kidding. You're what does glamping mean, Isabel? I've heard glamping several times, and I keep forgetting to look up what glamping means. We are discussing a spring summer meetup for some of us. You're interested, and you might all show up. If so, with this new position, Auntie, spring, summer, and fall, I'm going to be working a lot of hours, but it depends on if I'm working or not. That's true. Can you make them actually legal on the road though? Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of that now. Okay, yeah, I can't believe I forgot that. Oh, I'm so old school when it comes to camping, and I don't even think about that stuff. I think I'm pretty high tech because I got a pop up camper. To me, that's high tech camping. I got a pop up camper. Hey, brother William. Yeah. Okay, so that's what that means. Okay, yeah, I remember that now. Now that you said, I remember that now. For years and years, I've always slept in a tent. I wouldn't sleep in anything but a tent. I've slept in the back of my truck. I've slept in the back of my '85 Chevette, and that was pretty luxurious for me. The one time we had an old school bus that we converted into a camper, and that was pretty high tech for us as well. But with my back the way it is, I love my pop up camper. It's still kind of a tent, but it's got some luxuries to it. I won't be able to, but if anybody's in that area, the sixth annual Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Festival in Townsend, Tennessee. You can put a Poncho, put the dates and stuff in there for people that might be in that area. See if we can get some people in there. I do too, but my back don't. I ain't gonna lie to you, my back don't. I got an air mattress now, but I can't fit it in my pop up. In a tent with an air mattress is my yeah. I love that. Yeah, I love primitive camping. I really do. I can't handle. I can handle primitive camping, but it's always hey Muriel. It's always good to have at least a bathroom or maybe a source of water. Yeah, my pop up don't have a bathroom, but it's got a little bit of electricity, and as long as you can hook up water, it's got water, and it's got some propane furnaces. Do you, Jim Matt? Yeah. Oops, I missed it. Let me get back up in here. There you go. If you guys are interested in that area for the 6th annual Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Festival, it's Saturday, May 2nd, 2026. So you guys write that down on your calendar. If you're in the area, go over there and see them. Sounds like Poncho's going to be there. I had a great time seeing Poncho up here at our deal we had up here. Um, so make sure you get over there and go say hi. Yeah, it is. It's pretty high tech for me, but I tell you, it's nice. It's nice to have. I've done that. I have done that many a times, William. I ain't gonna lie. I have done that many a times. I used to have one that was empty that was used for that, and another one that I kept chainsaw dust in, or chainsaw clippings in sawdust, so that way I can throw it in there. Hey, take it easy, Da. Thanks for coming in, bro. I'll see you a little bit on your show. You rent a cabin. It's so nice that I can pop up my chats now. I haven't been able to do that so long because my internet wouldn't let me. It'd mess everything up. It's so nice to be able to do that. I've always used leaves. That's what I've always used. Your socks. Um, but anyway, so I mean that's kind of stuff I'm looking at doing. I'd like to get a hold of something like that, unless I can find something better. I've thought about an RV and converting that into one. That's another option. But with all this stuff that's coming out, I need to get something better. I've actually that's kind of funny. Um, how do I put this? So when I was about 6 years old, I my little brother, my little baby brother, was he needed to go to the bathroom. So I took him down in the old horse pen. I said, "Hey, just go here." He's like, "Well, what do I use to wipe?" Hey, Scott. Um, I was like, "Well, just use these leaves here," and I knew what those leaves were. And he's like, "Okay." So he goes down there and he does his business. He grabs the leaves I told him to grab. Well, I didn't tell him it was poison ivy. I knew it was poison ivy, and he needless to say, that was one of the most worst butt whoopings I ever got. But it was so worth it because I got my brother good. Yeah, he had a couple. He had about a week and a half of miserable life because I made him wipe with poison ivy. It's not, no. Yeah, it was, but I was getting even with him. He was always trying to get me in trouble, and I was mad, and so I wanted to get even with him, and I did. Uh, Corn cobs is what they used to use, Poncho. Yep, corn cobs is what they used for a long time before they invented mountain money, which is known as TP, toilet paper. In a lot of aspects, if you ever heard the term, "Hey, you got some mountain money," they're talking about TP. Yeah, yeah, I do, Scott. A lot of people are doing that though. A lot of people are living in them campers. I just can't do it. Poncho. um, I've used newspapers before. I have done that. Yeah. But if you ever hear the old saying, hey, you got some mountain money, that's what they're talking about. And I was trying to went to the store. I got home just in time to go live again. I'm out of coffee. I'm like, I ran out of coffee. My order's not going to be in yet. So, yeah, Sears catalogs. God, I missed the Sears catalogs. So, I'm going to have to, hopefully, I may just have to go tomorrow, go to the store. But, I'm waiting for it to pop up over here. Auntie had something she said. It's not popped up on my deal yet. There it goes. I'd have a tiny home if I was in the position financially to actually with a shared porch and a fire pit for me and the child. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't have nothing. I mean, this is what I got's big for what I'm used to, but it works. Oh my gosh, Poncho. I know people has done that, but yeah, I couldn't do that. Yeah, the Farmer's Almanac, they still put it out every year, but it's not done by the Amish like it used to. Well, that's why you never shake a Muslim right handed. I'll just leave it at that. I love camping. I haven't been camping in a few years. I need to go back out and do it. I think I'm caught up on the chat now. But anyways, so for these issues like going out and checking with these feline type creatures that's out here running around and everything else, and all these other places that I want to go, um, Jesus wants me to come out and do some investigations with him. He's even said he'd pick me up at the airport. But if I can get a mobile investigation unit going, that's kind of how I want to do it. But if I can make it where I can do investigations live, which I'm going to have a crew. I've got to have a camera person. I need to find somebody that's technically better than I am for stitching the videos together and stuff. A Hobbit home. I always thought them Hobbit homes would be fun to live in. Thank you, Larry. You're awesome. Thank you. Good to see you in here too. I'm so glad that worked too. My internet's working so good that even that popped up. That is awesome. Thank you so much for that, Larry. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Think about it. If I can get a little generator that works when I can't hook up the power, it's the same thing that ghost hunters did. They used a Sprinter van. That's honestly where I got the concept from. And that way I can start hitting more places and have more options to record. Like if I'm got a Sprinter van, I can have the cameras on the corners of the top of the Sprinter van. I can record as I'm slowly going down the road in case something pops out that I miss. I'd be covered. I got to get a transmission for my truck first, Kyle. They want $6,400 to replace that transmission in my truck. I got that 6L80 transmission, that pain in the butt transmission. An old ambulance. That's not a bad idea, Scott. An old ambulance. That's not a bad idea at all. Yeah, I would. I would too. I've, oh man, now it's starting to act up. Damn, this thing was working good. Now it's starting to act up. I was wondering how long I can run equipment, Isabel, off of battery banks. Instead of doing generators, I have looked into doing that as well. And I'm not sure how good that would run, but I was thinking have about a 4 to 6 series battery bank to run my electronics. That was one of the things I've been looking at. Exactly, Auntie. Always, always, always film your six. Colleges sell short buses all the time, pretty cheap too. I'll have to look into that. I think it is, Roxanne. I really do. It's doing a lot better with this Starlink, but yeah, it could be my computer too. You run into Zool, I'm your go-to dude. Hell yeah. Them old 5 tons. I've considered that too, but legally, I don't think I could drive that on the road either. Because you can't even drive a military Humvee on the road legally. Oh, sweet. You're on a brink. Heck yeah, Monisha. Oops. I went to click on it and it jumped away. Now I got to figure out. There it goes. Yeah, I'd like to. That's not a bad idea. The ambulance is a pretty good idea. Oh, no kidding. Oh, it's all right. You do live close to her. I forgot about that. Can you genocide? Yeah, I need to look into them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, Fargo's cars. I need something we can stand up and put computers in and stuff. But if my calculations are correct, if I have at least a 4 bank battery set up on a daisy chain, I should be able to run electronics for a bare minimum 24 hours without recharging it. Yeah, I mean, I got to have something that I can get around, like a Loomis truck. Yeah, but that's just kind of stuff that I'm looking at getting to up my investigation stuff and be able to go live. So I've got to get the vehicles that can get out there. I'm wanting to get a pontoon so that I can hook up a lot of investigation equipment on it. So if I got areas that I got a lake access to, um, I can actually hook cameras and computers and all that up to a pontoon as well. So that's something else I'm looking at getting. 450 of batteries. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking. I'm trying to remember what a 4 bank runs. Well, that's what. Yeah, I could. That's kind of what I'm looking at, William. Is solar charging, but I want to be able to have the option in case there's not enough sunlight. I can, push comes to shove, I can run a long set of jumper cables from my battery while it's running the vehicle and charge the batteries up. Might be able to, or so. Yeah. Do you? Do you, William? Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm. This is the type of stuff. And this is the future of where I want to take the show. You know, I want to be able to. Yeah, I can use jump box even. I want to be able to take the show to the next level. The next level for the show, it's my opinion, I could be wrong, is live in the field investigations. So I'm seriously got to start thinking about getting a crew together. I'm very picky, very, very, very picky about who comes with me in the field, because that's my butt I got to worry about. It's my client's butt I got to worry about. But if I can get, cameraman, get better sound equipment running, um, better cameras. This is the stuff. Yeah, I didn't think about U-Hauls, Don. I may have to look into that. They do. They do. That's not a bad idea. I hadn't thought about that before. I mean, yeah, I mean, a U-Haul would work pretty good. I want to be able to get from the front to the back though, and that's the downside of U-Hauls. You can't get to the front and the back. Um, but I want to be able to, if I'm in the back and I got to pull forward, be able to get without getting out of the vehicle and running all the way up front. Yeah, yeah, Isabel. So I'm very picky about who I take with me on investigations. Then you shouldn't, Muriel. I mean, I do it and I shouldn't. And the older I get, the more I realize I shouldn't do it by myself. I just don't have the luxury of having somebody on standby on call at a moment's notice go, hey man, I got this report of this investigation. We need to go check it out. Yeah, I'd have to insulate it. Yep. Oh, that's not a bad idea, William. Yeah, UPS box van. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, that's true, Don. Oh yeah, Roxanne. But I don't want somebody who's just going to that's trigger happy, does things that I'm totally against on investigation, like antagonizing, because it's not just us that get affected; it's our clients too. I'd be worried about you locking the door while stuck outside with a dog pan after what you did to your brother. My brother deserved it. I'm sorry, my brother deserved it. No, I'm not going to have a containment cage. No, I will not do that. They do, Isabel, absolutely. A lot of these shows on TV I can't watch because they aggravate the holy living crap out of me, on how they do investigations. They really do. I don't like it. Like if you watch all my investigations, especially like the paranormal ones I got out there, I do not antagonize to get a reaction. I don't, because that can be bad for me, but it can worse for my client. I will not provoke. No, you're right, William. No, and if you notice, uh, no worries, Kyle. If you notice, if you guys have watched any of the paranormal investigation videos that I've done and I put out on my YouTube, not one single time have I ever provoked. And look at the amount of activity I get on an investigation. And I've never provoked. I will not do it. Yeah, true. Yeah, I won't have a containment cage though. I can't do it. I just no. No. I'm not here for brochure. Isabel, yeah, man. I had twin brothers eat sands. The thing is, they thought they were good. Oh, yeah, it's yeah. You never poked a bear. No. Yes, that's something we've talked about quite often. Even I've talked about that. Um, Isabel, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm a firm believer that that's what happened to a lot of people is they took that shot, and the evidence really supports that theory. Absolutely. Did I miss? Yeah, yeah. No, never poked bear. Nope. Faraday cage. I've never done the Faraday cage. I've never seen that thing actually be successful. But I've never used a Faraday cage. What I have seen that was successful is the EMF blockers. EMF blockers, I've seen that be successful. Yeah, you do, Isabel. But and I'm going to be me. But I'm serious. You watch them people on TV, see what kind of stuff they get compared to what I do, and look at the level of activity that I capture. I'll have to look into that one, Muriel. The Shungite. Um, I've heard a little bit of that, but I don't know a whole lot about it. Yeah, and the thing is too, they're the only investigate show that I've really liked is two of them. When it comes to paranormal, Ghost Hunters, which they're not on anymore. They didn't do a lot of that stuff that we talk about in here, and look how successful they were. And they do the same thing I do. They try to debunk the things. And then Josh Gates is pretty good. I don't know. That's a good question, Auntie. I wonder if we were to start playing a different frequency when the zapping happens. If it's that's not a bad idea. Did you? I don't remember that. I'll have to look at it. I don't remember getting that in that package. It can, yeah. I like EMF blockers. They're very good, very good EMF blockers. I need to get some for my new electronics. I get mine through Body. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name of it. Body Align, Biotech. I think it's Biotech. Let me look it up here real quick. Might be Biotech. Yeah, no kidding, Don. Um. Oh no, I haven't had a chance to look for it again. I had it on. Hey, salute, dwarf. I had it sitting on top of the bar, and it's not up there, so I'm a little upset. Maybe it's Body Align. Let me try that one. It don't look like it's Biotech. I think it's this one. I think it's body align. Okay, William. Yeah, I don't remember getting that in that package. I may have and forgot. I did. Yes, it's body align. Okay, give me a second. Let me share this. I absolutely freaking love this company. This is where I get a lot of my frequency based stuff out of. And I can tell you for a fact, it absolutely works. And their EMF protectors or blockers are freaking phenomenal. This is them, body aligned. I use, like, when I'm having a lot of problem with my wrist, I've got a band that's set on a frequency and it takes care of my pain in my wrist. But this company here, I absolutely love this company and their technologies they got. This everything they have is frequency based. Okay. And so, like, you see the EMF defense here. They've got some better ones than what I used to have. But you can go here. I'll show you what I like to get. So this is the new 5G stuff they got. There it is. So you see that little thing right down here? That's what you put on your electronics, and it blocks EMF. And I absolutely love this stuff. So if you get a chance, go to this body align. I really, I need to talk to them about being a supporter of the show, but I absolutely love this company. They do amazing stuff. Let me get back to the comments here. I don't right now with my new phone, Roxanne. I thought I had some extra EMF blockers. I haven't been able to find them, so I think I've ran out. They do, Auntie. These cats are the most undisciplined cats I ever had. I love them to death, but they get into everything. Yes, everything is energy and frequency based. Yes. Red alert battle stations. What are you talking about, Corey? So I can tell you now, these EMF protectors I was showing you absolutely work. 100%, they work. You be listening as you're driving. Oh, okay, William, that'll work great. Thank you. But you can take and hold your phone as you're charging it, and put a tester up to you, and it'll light up. You put that EMF blocker on there I just showed you, you won't light up. Do any of you know how to get hitchhikers off of you after a field investigation? You got to cleanse yourself. Anytime when I do a paranormal or a supernatural investigation, it works better with paranormal. Supernatural is a different thing. Takes a lot more. It's a lot more involved with it. But I always say, thank you for talking with me. Thank you for everything you've done. You do not have my permission to attach yourself to me or any of my equipment. When I leave these doors, you have to remain here. Yeah. Yeah, no. See, I had these cats very well trained, Auntie. My youngest would not discipline them, let them do whatever they wanted, and I've not been able to get them back to where they used to be. Oh God, I hate hearing that, Isabel. He was talking about paranormal or supernatural things, is what he was talking about. I do have a Buckeye that I keep in my living room next to my chair. Yeah, I think I remember you talk. I remember you talking about that, Corey. No worries, no worries. Um, when it comes to protecting yourself from supernatural things, there's a lot more involved. That is one process. What I was talking about. Um, but supernatural is a lot more. You need a lot more protection, barriers, stronger than you do with paranormal. So when you're dealing with supernatural things, just by stating, because you have the power of your body in your possessions, and they cannot, due to the law of Yahuwah, they cannot break that. So that's why it's so important to say that stuff. Yep, William, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I can tell you my little embarrassing moment 3 weeks ago. There's a lot of activity in there. And I was talking to the people in the office at the PA's office, and they're like, man, we might be able to let you go in and do an investigation. So there might be a chance I might be able to go in and do a paranormal investigation of the Dallas County jail. I'd love to. Yes. Yes, Muriel. Yes, they can't come in unless you invite them in. That's why you don't have a welcome mat in front of your door. I don't have one. Yeah, you don't have a welcome because that's inviting them. Hey, Monica, how you doing, sweetie? It's been a while. You doing okay? Yep, you have to be careful with your words. So, hey, Dario, how's it going, buddy? Top of the hour. Thanks, Roxanne. Let's do my books. Let me get everything set up here. Okay, here we go. You can find my books on Amazon.com/author/ED Testerman. Please join my author's fan page, rate and comment my books. If you follow my author's fan page, anytime I release a book, you'll be the first to know. You can get all my books on Amazon. You can get them on Audible, Apple iTunes, all but one right now because I'm having a lot of issues with it. Um, but I write historical fiction, cryptid horrors, historical fictions, and sci-fi. I've currently got 7 books out right now. I'm about to finish my 8th one. Um, so if you like that type of stuff, please go over there and buy my books, and give a rate and a follow. Uh, okay, trying to get caught up on the comments here. Uh-oh, come on, baby. There you go. Oh yeah, I use Dragon Blood a lot. I like it. Yeah, they are, Manisha. Thank you, Firewater, for that $10 super sticker. You are so awesome. I appreciate you very much. I'm so glad that's working now. That makes me happy that's working now. I've been fighting that thing for a couple months. I am so happy that's working now. Let's see if I can get it. Ah, it does pop it up now. Ha! That is so awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I got to go on a coffee run. I was trying to do it earlier, but I ran out of time. I had to get back for the show. I only got 2 things done that I needed to do. I spent, God, dude, I was doing my taxes today, after the show. And oh my Lord, that was a fight. That was a freaking fight, man. Oh yeah, that is Robbie Range made that for me. It's got my logo on it. It's hard to see from here, but it's my logo. It's this here that's on there. I love that thing. It's good to see you, Firewater. How you been? I see you got a new squirrel fan. So, but yeah, with these feline cryptids coming in, and everything else that's been going on around here, I've got plenty to keep me busy on investigations. I just popped my knee yesterday. I got in a call about a slick road, so I had to go out. I tried to push it. It was solid ice, so I came back, got a scoop of salt, and I covered that road really good with that salt. Well, I was dumping it, and when I did, I went to turn, and the salt had built up around my foot. My whole body moved except for the knee down, and I had a pop in my knee yesterday. So my knee's back to hurting again. So I can't get out, and it kind of sucks because I don't trust the stability of my knee right now. Um, so I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I'll have to look for that. I'll have to have him send it to me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You keep me updated, sweetheart. Seriously, keep me updated on you, okay? Because I worry about you. Yeah, I need to. It's just my knee got jacked up from so many years of jumping out of helicopters. This one here, I was in Mount Town in full combat load, missed my step and done a complete 180-degree turn except for knee down. So this thing, I have issues with this knee often. It does not take much to hurt it. Um, so I have to be careful. I've got my hinged knee brace on right now, to add some support. I'm just going to have to start wearing it more often when I'm out in the field because it's starting to act up a lot. Thank you, Muriel. Yeah. Yeah, it's in Firewater too, man. And y'all, if you don't know, if you haven't seen Firewater in here before, she's a sweetheart. Firewater is a beautiful, beautiful soul. She's good people. And I just love her videos with her squirrels. I just absolutely love them. Um, the paranormal activity is everywhere, Dario. I've got 5 different investigations, paranormal investigations on my channel. If you go to my playlist and look at investigations, that's where I've been putting all my paranormal stuff at. And I've got to get back down and get picked back up on that werewolf investigation. Um, but I need to get a crew together with me. I'm going to go back down there because there's something down there that's not werewolf and it's not paranormal. And I really don't want to be down there by myself again. Yeah, no kidding, Firewater. Oh gosh, yeah, it does getting old. Heck yeah, Isabel, go ahead, go for it. But if you can, go follow Firewater and watch her little squirrel. What's your squirrel's new name? I forgot. I'm sorry. But yeah, Isabel, plug your channel. Um, oh my God, it's not. I miss Pippin. Um, I can't remember you knew your squirrel's name though. Gosh, I forgot it. Anyways, it's good, but give her some love. Go there and Isabel's got her stuff put up there. Go over there, give her a like, subscribe, and follow as well. Mr. Chubbs, that's it, and Mr. Finn. Yeah, that's right. And Little Tyke. I didn't see Little Tyke. I must have missed that one. Little Tyke. Oh, I don't remember Little Tyke. I must have missed that one. But Chubbs and Finn. I remember Chubbs and Finn though. So if y'all missed it, Firewater had to move. So Pip sadly didn't. I was hoping that Pip would follow her, but Pip didn't. But she'll get up there. They get up on her lap and eat stuff now. I think that was Chubb and Finn both got up on your lap, was eating out of your lap the last video I seen. So go over there. It's fun. But Firewater's a sweetheart. And like I said, go follow Isabel's pet channel as well. So, but yeah, I'm hoping to hear back on this, but I've got a cave I've got to go down in Arkansas and take a look at as well. I'm getting healed up again, so things are looking better where I can get back in the field. Oh, so I can get back out in the field. I haven't been able to get in the field lately because of everything that's been going on. Yeah, there's a lot of fae. A lot of places have fae, so you have to be careful with that. Like I've had fae experiences out here. Long as you're good with the fae, normally the fae will not mess with you, but you have to be careful because the slightest thing you do wrong and the fae will come after you. So this cave that I've got to go down in Arkansas to take a look at, the Arkansas Conservation trespassed on this guy's private property and blocked the cave off. He had some stuff going on. And the Arkansas Conservation trespassed on his property and blocked it off. So I've got permission from the landowner to come down, break that wall down, and see what they're trying to hide. Yeah, they are, Corey. I give grains and nuts to the ground as a sign of respect. Yeah. So with the Fae, if you're wanting to give the Fae a peace offering, tobacco is one. Some of their favorite stuff is milk and honey. So put out a little bit of milk and honey. The Fae really, really like milk and honey. But tobacco is another one too. Pipe tobacco. Use pipe tobacco. It is. It's all about being polite. You have to be polite. It's like I've said and William said as many times. You have to be respectful. I'm a firm believer of all the stuff that I have going on out here, and all the stuff that I experience is because of my respect for nature and them. I believe that's why, and I could be wrong. That's just my feelings on it. Yeah, no, it's not, William or Corey. Sorry, no, tobacco. You're thinking more of the Irish side of it, Bigfoot Dwarf, but yes, the Irish side, they do talk about that well. Not so much the candy, but the tobacco and the adult beverages, yes. um, then the reason why I say the candy side of it, because all the impurities in it, that will upset them. You want to make sure everything that you give them is organic and doesn't have a lot of that bad chemical stuff in it. That's something else too. That is something else you need to really think about when you're giving offerings. Shiny things too. I've heard shiny things. I've not had as much luck with shiny things, but tobacco is one of my biggest ones. I need to get some more all natural tobacco. I'm out. I would love to get me an old buffalo skin tobacco bag like I used to have years ago. That way, it's something natural and good to keep my tobacco in. Sadly, my ex wife, while I was deployed and she wanted me to no longer be around, got rid of a lot of my stuff, and my old buffalo skin tobacco pouch was part of the stuff I got rid of. But I used to keep my pipe tobacco, all natural pipe tobacco. I used to go down and I would have somebody go down to the res if I didn't go myself and get tobacco from the res. And that's what I used to offer. I need to do it again. I haven't been down there in the coon's age. I need to get back down there. Oh, heck yeah, Isabel. Yeah, they're known to do that stuff. You look up her name on YouTube here. Let's see if I can get it to show up on here. See that fire water by design? Look that up on YouTube. And Isabel put her deal in there too. Let me see, it's starting to act up again. Daggone it. Let me get back up there. Give me a second. Okay, now it's starting to work. Let me find Isabel's real quick. There you go. And look that one up for Isabel's. There you go. Oh, you good. Thank you. You put that back in there. No worries. Yeah, they're known to do. Faye is very well known for doing that stuff, type of stuff, Muriel. Heck yeah. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Last I looked, I was over 800. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to do when we hit that 1,000 mark because we're coming up on that 1,000 mark. Um, uh, they will, Muriel. They absolutely will. Yes. Um, Man, where am I at? Let me take a look here real quick. I have no clue. I have not checked this in a couple weeks. 420, baby. I'm at 807. I lost a couple. I think it was 809 a couple weeks ago, but that's from me not being able to go live for 3 weeks with everything going on. So I expected that to happen. But um, yeah, I've got to figure out something I'm going to do for when we hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I got to get that. Okay, cool. Sweet. You guys are awesome. Thanks for helping these both Firewater and Isabel out. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. That's why I love you guys so much. I got in the other day, had a moment, was on Dwarfs Live the other day when they had that police chase that they wrecked out and ran through the guy's yard. Yeah, you gotta be careful about that, Auntie. They absolutely will do that type of stuff. So they will. Fae can be really good, but a lot of them are mischievous, and even the good ones. That's why I've always said I do not believe Bigfoot is tree knocking. I've never believed that because the Fae live in trees. The Dryads is a type of Fae that live in trees, and if they go around knocking on a tree, you can upset them, especially if you're not there to ask a question. So I'm a firm believer Bigfoot is not tree knocking. And it's going to take a lot of work, Isabel. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. The Fae, they can be very helpful, but they can be very mischievous at the same time. You have to be careful. That's like William and I have talked about this many times. You don't go out knocking on trees. You absolutely do not do that. Because if you do that and a Fae answers and you don't ask them the question, they will wreak havoc on your life. I've got elementals that fly around here quite often. And even then, if I do something to upset them, even though they're attached to me, um, they can wreak havoc on my life as well if I do something wrong. I believe Da kind of hit the nail on the head, and it's a tongue pop, and Da can do it, and it'll sound just like a tree knock. I believe they're doing I mean, they could be clapping their hands. I believe they're doing a tongue pop. I've always, for years and years and years and years, I've had issues with that tree knocking. Oh God, that's a never-ending battle for me, Isabel. Tricksters are bad. Tricksters are bad. What question, Auntie? Oh, if you want to ask the Fae question, whatever the question is, you knock on a dryad's tree, um, and then you ask them a question. Whatever your question is. Yeah, I believe you could. Yeah, I have two Jonaside. I have two. Yeah, I mean, both what we call dogman nowadays, and Shiai Tonka, which means elder big brother. Um, oh, I didn't know that, Tanya. Hell yeah. They know everything we know and more. They're elder big brothers, first beings for a reason. Like a lot of people don't understand, the jinn have been on this planet longer than humans have been on this planet. Well, Bigfoot and Dogman have been too. I didn't know that, Tony. That's good to know. Yes, Auntie, it does. Very much. Very, very much. So what I do on that firewater is a lot of times I'll get a feeling this is where I need to give my offering, and that's where I'll do it. But usually it's on a rock. Yes, Jonaside, absolutely. Yeah, Loki, he's a trickster. Itomi, that's another one. Coyote, that's another one. There's a lot of different types of trickster spirits out there. You have to be careful with tricksters. Loki is a prime. People don't realize Loki is not a Aesir. He's not a Volner. He's a Jotun. Loki is a Jotun giant. Um, can't remember. I believe it's a frost giant, but I might be wrong. He might be a. Hey, take it easy, William. Thank you for coming in, bro. Um, but he might be an earth giant, but I can't remember. But Loki is a Jotun. Fae are everywhere. Firewater. Fae are everywhere. Yeah, it can be the ground. It could be a tree. It could be a log. It could be a stump. Most of the times when I feel this is where I got to give that offering, it's been on a rock. Yep, I believe so. Sadly, yes, and my youngest daughter is one of those. And Muriel, I've tried to explain to her how that's not a good idea, but she won't listen because she watched the movies and how handsome they portray Loki, and that's where it stems from. No, it's in any culture, a trickster isn't, William. Yeah, Muriel, I agree. I always say that Loki does not have my permission to enter my home. I do not want Loki in my home. Everything's alive, Auntie. It's not just rocks. Everything's alive. If you quiet your mind, your soul, and your spirit, you can literally hear the voices from the wind, the grass, the rocks, the trees, everything. Everything has a voice. Everything has a spirit. Yeah, yeah, Isabel. Yeah, but yeah, Auntie. Yeah, Loki. He's not. No, I mean, yes, he is in with the Aesir. He's protected by Odin, the All Father, the Far Wanderer, the One Eye. Um, but I don't want Loki in my home. Loki can shapeshift. Loki is a shapeshifter. Loki can appear as several different things. Heck yeah, Auntie. Yep. So you have to be careful. Loki is a shapeshifter. I mean, let's be fair. The Aesir and the Volnir are as well, but they're not at the level of Loki. Everything has a consciousness. Absolutely right. So, yeah, Jonaside, you're absolutely right. The only time that I would allow Loki in my home is if Thor was there with him. So Thor will protect me. Yeah, it could be. That could be a trickster. Yeah, they do or so. Hey Jeff, how's it going, buddy? But yeah, you have to be careful with stuff like that. It told me the spider. That's one. Coyote. That's another. I mean, there's many different types of them out there. Uh it's 13 degrees out here. I don't know what the real feel is. I still do it. No, I don't like to waste water to pee. I just rather pee outside. But I live out in the middle of nowhere too, so yeah, genocide. Yeah. Yeah, you have to be very careful. um, but yeah, I just now I mean the gods are not allowed to come in your home without your permission, but at the same time, that's a double edged sword because you could upset them and they can wreak havoc on your home too. Yeah, Jeff. What is the real feel right now? Earlier this morning, it was 7 degrees with a real feel of -4. There it is. I hate when this thing self dims on its own. That aggravates, and I cannot for the life of me turn that off. 14 degrees, real feel of 8. So it's warmer. It's warmer. It's supposed to start warming up tomorrow during the day. Yeah, that's something going from my camera screen. Yeah, my arthritis gets to kicking in whenever it's cold or rainy. I wasn't even in the spiritual stuff. Then when I saw this spider, I was just getting into Reiki at the time. Still stuck in religious program. Yeah. Oh, just brag about it, Jonaside. Yeah. It's 60 degrees here in Pennsylvania. Yeah, we got about another half inch last night. Yeah, yeah, it's supposed to, I think, be like 49 tomorrow. It's supposed to get up in the 50s and then back down to the 40s and then back up to the 50s again. Yeah, the last time I was in Iraq was the first time it snowed in ice in like 70 years, 150 years. Well, maybe it might have been 150 years. Hey, Marty, how you doing? Long time no see. How you been? So good to see you in here. Oh, you got lucky, Roxanne. Yeah, we got about a half inch last night. I was actually surprised that I didn't get called in again today, so it must not have done it down there in Springfield. Firewater. Oh, thank you. No, it counts. I appreciate that. Yeah, I get you there. Yeah. Yeah, I've been pushing snow, so I know how that is. Problem them heaters in them dump trucks that we use as plows get so hot that there's a lot of time I was pushing snow with the windows down, but I couldn't let the heat off because then everything would freeze through the windshield. Oh my gosh, or so wow. Oh wow, Marty. Yeah, they were talking about that Friday too, and then they said it was snow. It was supposed to be snow, then it was raining, it was back to snow. We got it up here, but I don't think. I guess in Springfield didn't go it. I know Marshfield got a little bit of it. Problem is, it's going to be colder and all get out at night, but it's going to be nice during the day. Oh wow, Isabel. Yeah, it's I like it because it's cold. Leave my camera alone. Quit messing with my camera. You don't have permission to touch my camera. Leave it alone. Now enough's enough. We're supposed to coexist together, and you know you're not supposed to touch my camera. Sorry, guys. Let me get back to the comments here. Sorry, there was something messing with my camera, so I had to tell it to stop. You guys got to see it. I told you to stop. Now I mean it. I'm not playing. Do I need to evict you? Do not play with my camera. Yeah, no kidding. Now you guys got to see it live. Something messed with my camera live. Did you literally see it tilt? That wasn't me. And you guys see my hands. That wasn't me. Yeah, it wasn't the catch. No, that wasn't the catch. Heck yeah. No, that wasn't the cats. It wasn't the dogs, and it wasn't me. Oh, now it's following me. Okay. Boy, there must have been literally tilted my camera physically. It's staying still now, so there must be auto tracking must have kicked on or something. I thought I had that auto tracking off, but it may have kicked on. Yeah, probably, Muriel. No, I literally watched the camera itself tilt when I just before I reached up and turned it back. Yes, Bill. After that, though, I apologize for threatening to evict you. I didn't realize it wasn't you messing with it the second time. That was auto tracking or something else. But I meant what I say. Don't mess with my stuff. You know, you're not supposed to mess with it. You're not supposed to mess with me, my animals, my stuff. You know that. That is conditions for being here. Oh, yeah. Now, whenever it did it the first time, I literally watched my camera tilt. The other times, I think, was the autofocus. That's why I had to apologize to it when I got a little upset the second time. See, now it's not doing anything. No, there you go. Live in living color. You guys got to see the stuff that happens around here sometimes. Well, I mean, I guess you couldn't physically see it move, but you can see it on the screen. Yeah, the screen reacted. Yeah, I won't have to light a smudge stick. I have the power in my home, and I use it. If things get out of hand, I'll straight up. They know that I'll evict them. I've seen the shadow move behind. Yeah, that happens all the time or so. Sometimes it's spirits. Sometimes it's the elementals. Sometimes it's the paranormal. I wonder with tech, the way it is, if you aren't feeding them, it could be. I mean, they got to draw energy. That's why, if you notice, anytime I do a paranormal investigation and I ask them if they need energy, I tell them don't take it from me, but they can take it from my equipment. And you'll notice I change batteries often during an investigation because it's drawing energy from it. They do sometimes. Yeah, they do. Uh, I just lost who said that. Yeah, living color. Um, I know I have guides and protectors, and dark are more afraid of. Yeah, I can't see who wrote that now. I lost it. Yeah, Muriel. Yeah, they do. Sometimes they do. Yeah. So yes, Isabel, if it's cold. The thing is it happens in any time of the year, and that's I allow them to siphon energy, just not attach themselves to it. Oh, did you? Okay, that's why it disappeared. Okay, that makes sense why it disappeared. Yeah, awesome, Corey. But yeah, they do. They act like kids sometimes. But you have the power of your home, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. Is Lene, how you doing, sweetie? Thank you for coming in. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so glad to see you in here. Miss Lene, she's a sweetheart. I love little Miss Lene. She is such a sweetheart. That's why it doesn't explain it away. It's just something to consider to extreme. Yeah, Tim, it does. You're absolutely right. But that's why I've always said their energy, and it's why if you hear me in my investigations, I always tell them, it's like, look, and you always ask them, and no, you'll hear them on the EVP deals. When I ask, are you low on energy? They'll say yes. And then I say, okay, well, I've got enough devices here. You can draw your energy from that. Okay. And that's why I'm a firm believer. They need energy to manifest or to communicate. That's why I offer that to them. But I will not. A lot of people will offer themselves the energy, you may siphon it from me. No, you do absolutely do not do that, because now you've gave them permission to attach themselves to you. You do not ever offer your energy. You have enough electronic devices. Offer them that energy. Yeah, I did. Not that was something messing with my camera. No, I can't. I can't partake of the broccoli because of my job. My boyfriend said he saw a white light going in and out of the night. Came to find out it was the light on the Bluetooth speaker. I've had that fool me. Yeah, I've had lights from stuff fool me like that before. Yeah, yeah, no kidding. Firewater. Yeah. See, I've always had a very high energy field. That's why I can't wear expensive watches. My energy field is like extremely high. But even with that, I will not allow them to siphon energy from me because that's you're inviting them to do something very harmful to you. That's why when I see people who do that, I get mad as heck because that irritates the crap out of me. It's like you never offer your energy to them. Oh, yeah, you need to take it easy, Isabel. Yeah, I've been looking at those Urso. Yeah, I'll be wanting one of those. Yeah, the broccoli. Yeah, yeah. I gave up for broccoli July of 2017 to go to work where I'm at because I do work for a government facility. It's just not the level. It's not federal. So because of that, I'm not no longer allowed to partake of broccoli. So July of 2017, I had a choice to make. Do I want to make a paycheck in retirement and have a job, or do I want to partake of the broccoli? I gave that up for retirement and a job, July of 2017. I know exactly when I did it and the reason why I did it. Oh, wow, Muriel. Yeah, like if I use an Apple smartwatch, I have to charge that thing up every single day. It's either dead or damn near dead by the time I get home. But I can use like a Fitbit, and I've got that Nordic one, and they'll last 5 to 7 days. Yeah, man. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Lene. Yeah, I'm not food. No, no, no. But I work with Apple. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I'm not afraid to admit it. I work for a county. I'm a county road and bridge guy. I work for literally a county road and bridge uh, place, and so I mean, it's government. Um, and I did. I had to make a choice. Do I want to have a retirement and a paycheck, or do I want to have a low paycheck, no retirement, so I can partake of the broccoli? The way I look at it, when I retire, yeah, I'm going to partake of the broccoli when I retire, but I can wait until I retire. That's a choice that I made. I like broccoli. It helps with my restless brain syndrome. It helps with my pain. It helps with so much stuff. It got me off all those mental meds. I mean, I love broccoli. I'm a big supporter of broccoli. I also like a paycheck in retirement too. Yeah, a lot of people are that way, Don. Absolutely. Yeah. So that's something that I'm trying. I'm glad you said that, Firewater. I ordered a bag of Rise mushroom coffee. I figure I'm going to do a scoop of regular coffee and a scoop of that to give it a try. Been doing some research. There's that one and another one that I've been looking into. I'm going to try the revive or the Rise first, um, and then I'm going to partake, of that because it's all mushroom based. We'll see how it works. 9 years if everything works out right. Let's see. 9 years and 5 months. If everything works out right. No, take it back. 8 years and 5 months now. Mudwater, that was the other one. Thank you. Thank you, Main House. Yes, Mudwater. That was the other one I was trying to remember. I'm trying Rise first because I've get mixed reviews and are about the same on both of those products. I don't know which one's going to work better or not, so I'm trying the Rise first. Let me know in the comment who's tried the Rise and who's tried the Mudwater. Okay? So Jeff's tried the Rise; he likes it. Hell yeah, Corey. Yeah. I'm gonna be on cloud 59, baby. Daily dose is decent. Okay, Lion's Mane is good for that. Yeah, I will Firewater. I will. Oh, you hate? Yes, I don't know what it tastes like. I'm not getting rid of my coffee. I like my coffee too much, and I drink Death Wish coffee. So I figure if I take a scoop of my Death Wish and a scoop of that Rise, that ought to do pretty good. Rise is nice. Okay, thank you, Bigfoot. Hey, Ryan. Oh, hey, how's it going, bro? How you been, buddy? I love your Godzilla stuff too, by the way. So Muddy Water has the biggest. I've heard that. See you, Miss Lene. Thank you for coming in, sweetie. Yeah, I take a full spectrum liquid vitamin. I need to get my hands on the liquid stuff. I do not like the pills. I want to get the liquid stuff. Daily dose, yeah, that's what I figure. I'm used to the earthy taste, so I mean that stuff don't bother me too much. I figure if I mix it with my Death Wish, it ought to cut that down quite a bit, anyways. Muriel, hell yeah. Hey, take it easy, Dawn. There could be. That was the two top ones that I seen. I'll have to keep that. I'll try to remember that one, Isabel. I used to drink Black Rifle, and I've actually got permission to talk about Black Rifle in my books and on my show. But because of what's happened with them recently, that's why I switched to Death Wish. Man, I've been busier than a hiccup. I've not been able to do a show in 3 weeks because of the embarrassing thing that happened, and I got sick from that, like bad sick from that. And then I got to pushing snow. So this is the first time I've got to do a live in 3 weeks, Ryan. Joan aside. I've never tried matcha. Interesting, Isabel. Yeah, if anybody's, let me know about the Muddy Water too. That's the other one I've been looking at. I've never seen that. I haven't seen that Firewater. Death Wish is pretty good. It's a veteran-owned coffee company. It's made here in the U.S. Auntie, that's something I will disclose in private chat. I will not disclose live. Oh, do they? I didn't know that, Muriel. Of course, I don't go to Target, so I don't. I mean, you can tell everyone the truth now. We both got caught at the one strip joint. And no, we're not going to say what happened. Yeah, no, I had something very bad happen. I was very embarrassed about it. But because of a mistake, by a certain individual kind of helped me out, and everything will be finished on the 10th. I'm trying to get away from plastics because of the microplastics. I'm trying to get rid of all the plastics that I eat or drink out of. It's public, but being I'm a content creator and I'm on a live, I can't discuss that on something like this. So that's why, Auntie, I have to do it in a private setting, if that makes sense. I just can't, when I'm doing a show, I cannot talk about it. Yeah. That's why I like all natural sugar. I use honey for sweetener more than anything nowadays, though. I get all natural honey from a local bee person down the road. But yeah, you're right. I actually, Maine, yes, I do. I got a lot of those. I just ran out this morning, Ryan, and I went to town a little bit ago and realized the time, and I couldn't stop by the store to pick me up some, so I have no coffee for tomorrow morning. Yeah, Isabel. Yeah. So I apologize, sweetie. I really do. It's just being I'm an actual content creator and I am live, and this is on a public platform. I cannot disclose that, but I do have permission from Black Rifle. That's why they're mentioned in my books, because I have permission to talk about them in my books. I can only say their name once in the whole book. Yeah. I ran out this morning. My lovely daughter, before she left, decided she had to fill up the coffee thing completely full of coffee grounds and went through $50 worth of coffee in like a week. And I've not had the money to replace it. I've got to look around. I know I have to have some stored around here somewhere that I'm forgetting. So when I get done with the show, I am going to go looking, because I was like, dude, I got to have some around here somewhere. Dude, gosh, Muriel. Oh, do it, Ryan. Absolutely. I just realized the time, folks. So, hey, once again, sorry for 3 weeks, no lives. Thank you guys so much for coming in. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the people who shared their stuff, and I'll be looking into some more of what I've got going on around here. As now things are starting to slow down. Oh, you don't? Yeah. I don't. Well, I kind of do, because that's where my books are sold. I don't work for them; they just sell my stuff. Um, so tomorrow, I don't know. I have not had a time to do any research on for tomorrow's show. I've got to get my button gear and do that. So I don't know what tomorrow's show is going to be yet. I'll try to get that figured out. But thanks everybody for coming in. To my moderators, I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are awesome. Roxanne, Corey, Jeff, William. I mean, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. DA's show's about to start here in a little bit. So once you get down here, go, maybe hopefully I'll see you over there in DA's show. Like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe. To my new subscribers, to my OGs, thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome, and I'm truly blessed for every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. And until tomorrow, folks, on William's show or mine, peace, love, and blessings, everyone.